Clay is an ancient history. It goes back a long way. So to me, that's the best form of art, is to be able to go back into history and bring the history into the present. I actually started with clay as a child because I used to like to use the Play-Doh and build objects for my family and my friends. But I didn't, and that's what you call known as salted clay, the kind that Play-Doh stuff in a can. But then when I got older, I started building objects so that I could figure out what three-dimensional objects were. Because it's important for me as a blind person to know what 3D is, what 2D is. So I started doing ceramics as an exploration thing. And that's like probably in my 20s and 30s, I started doing more of it. And I started out at a place called Artistry when I came to Minnesota. And I would build things, and then I would throw things, and then I would build stuff for gallery shows because I like gallery shows. So the reason why I got involved in it, like I told you, was to teach me more about all the living things around me and all the objects around me that I couldn't really see. Know of it, yes, but couldn't see it. And if you only see black and white and gray and you want to know what it looks like, you have to try to make it to be able to look at it. So I'd go to the toy store, I'd buy me some toys, or I'd go to the grocery store, and then I would make those little objects. So that's what got me into it. And then I write because I like to write about what I learned. My name is Donna Ray. I am she, her, and hers. I am a ceramic sculpture artist, pottery artist. I have been doing it for over 30 years. I am a resident artist here at Northern Clay Center, and I love community interaction and community engagement. And I do like all forms of art, in particular painting, ceramics, sculpture, writing, music, you name it, I love it all. And that's it. Black history is a part of my history. I am African American, but I know also that I have indigenous and other cultures that's within my DNA as well. But I also like to know about my past, present, and future, because the people before me have something to teach me about me. And as we know, Black history is a history that goes beyond America. Black history is to Africa and to Asia and all around the world. It's not just in America. So to me, Black history is about all people of color. And Black history is not just the color Black, because we could be a person that's vanilla and still Black, like my chocolate than I am. So Black history is everywhere. I've always wanted to be in a gallery show at a museum. I believe that I'm worthy to be in the gallery show. Even though it was a 50-50, 100% chance that I may not have got to be in this one, but I got selected and I was happy. But I know that it's a lot to be said about me and my culture and what I've learned since I've lived here in Minnesota. And I wanted to make sure I was able to do that in a gallery setting because I like gallery shows. So that is why I applied to get into this show. I intend to do a show that's about women, in particular women of the Americas, women of Africa, and I mean Americas, I mean North America, Central America, Americas, and also Asia. I want to highlight women's contribution in the world that we live in terms of where we are in education, where we are in land ownership, where we are as contributors to agriculture and farming, and about where we are, period, in humanity, and put us where we need to be to show the world who we are. So that's the reason why I'm going to have this kind of show. My show is going to be an interactive show. I have designed a puzzle, and I am designing level lock spoons and other gallery. All the gallery art is going to be interactive, intentionally done that way to encourage people to have conversations about the art as they go through it, and also to educate people about women's contribution to humanity. But we're going to have some hard questions and we're going to have some easy questions, but it's going to be totally interactive. And I'm just talking about education and agriculture. I'm talking about real estate. And does sharecropping still exist? That big question needs to be answered. And it probably will get answered once everybody goes to the show. Okay, so this is the base of the spoon. And all of my spoons, I'm going to have 9 spoons. And each one of the spoons is about hunger, feeding, being able to eat, having enough for family and friends. And spoons are ancient in history throughout the world. And they're used in almost every culture too. So that's the reason why I'm going to be making level lock spoons. And I'm going to have 9 of them. So this will be the top part of the spoon. This is where the face part is going to be, except it's going to be out. And it won't be no flat face, because this is a flat face here. It'll be a woman's face. Woman face or 2 men, 2 women face. But it will be face. Then we take this, and this is the middle part. The part where the key fits through. This is the middle part. The middle part of the spoon will have some type of house or object or something. Each spoon will be different from 1 through 9. My inspiration was that I have a mother, and I've had grandmothers, and I know a lot of women that have contributed a lot to humanity and have worked hard, and still yet they own no real estate or no property, but they've given a lot, but they've not gotten any respect from society or humanity. They just the wife or the mother or the grandmother, but they contributed too. And that was my inspiration of thinking of myself as a woman, and then knowing about all the women and our contributions to humanity, but not owning any pieces of realty, or not being able to, real estate, or not being able to showcase ourselves and our talents, because we always had to take care of our children, our husbands, our parents, everybody but ourselves. Right now, I am making a lot of these for the market. Believe me, I'm making a whole bunch of these. Yeah, well, I do have a market. The market is going to be a part of the show. It's a community engagement piece, and it encourages me to build for the community of Minnesota and for everybody in the community, and not just big gallery people, but also children, the everyday woman and man that comes to the gallery. Market setup is designed for the people to be able to engage with the art that they see in the gallery, that's on the walls or on the pedestals, and then be able to decide whether or not they want to be able to interact with the game, to be able to purchase or attempt to purchase a piece of art that's in the market. But then I also want to have a place for people to be able to rest when they've had a long day at work, where they could just sit back and listen to what the show is about, and just sit inside of a quiet space and then take in the environment of the art. Because as I said before, I like to listen to the conversations of people as they walk around the room with the art. But then sometimes too much noise can be overstimulating. So you should be able to sit off in a tented off area, away from everybody, but still be able to take in the show. I hope that the public will look at art in another way and know that they need to really look real close at all the art that they go visit in the museums. You leave a part of yourself with the art, a history of where you lived, how you lived, your interactions with your communities that you encountered. Because your communities are not just the ones that you live in or work in, but they're the ones that you're going to, or the ones that other people will see in future generations. What are you leaving? Are you just leaving a piece of art, or are you just leaving a part of you? You're leaving the whole of you, the whole you, what you was thinking about, what you was doing, what you was experiencing, and what you learned from other people. That's what you're leaving.